This weekend, I didn't make a video for Monday because I was spending the weekend between the Super Bowl and the Olympics. I was analyzing stocks to see what was the effect of this big investment that the hyperscalers are making that they announced last week that I thought was about 160 to 180 billion dollars. But when I went in and asked Samantha to tell me who are going to be the big winners and losers, the first thing she did was correct me and say, it's not 160 to 180 billion dollars. It's more like 600 billion that they're going to be spending in 2026. And so I said, okay, I'm good with that. But my God, that's more money than anybody has spent on anything in the history of mankind. And she said, yeah, you're right. And I said, well, how's this going to affect the 27 stocks that I'm analyzing? And I gave her 27 ticker symbols and said, who's going to be the winners and who's going to be the losers? I know who the spenders are. I know that's Amazon, Google, Microsoft and Meta. I know they're the ones spending the $600 billion, but who's going to receive it? Who's going to be the benefactors? And are they priced right such that I can get the kind of return in 2026 that I got in 2025, which was a 100% plus return on my investment? So I recognize, because I've been doing this for the last year, that, yeah, some of them could get a lot of money as a result of it, but if it's already built into their price and their PE ratio gets compressed because they're already overvalued, who's going to give me this rate of return? So what I did was I gave her 27 tickers that I've been following. And I said, okay, now you tell me, based on this, what did she say, $600 billion, who are the picks and shovels that are going to walk away with the above 25% gain in 2026, and who are those that are going to potentially give me an 80 to 120% return in 2026. So she broke it out and gave me each of them. And to give you an idea, it's covering NVIDIA, Advanced Micro Devices, Micron, Taiwan Semiconductor, Light, Vertiv, Supermicro. They're all on here, 27 of them. And what she then did is said, okay, these are the ones who are going to be compressed because their cash flow is going negative as they're spending the $600 billion. And these are the ones who are going to receive the $600 billion. And these are the ones who it hasn't already been priced into their price, so they're not overvalued. And she gave me all the way from, she gave me three scenarios: a bear case, a base case, and a bull case. And in some cases, like a bear case, a negative 40%, a bull case, a positive 40%. No, that's a base, a positive 40, and then a bull case 120. And those are the ones I'm really looking for. The ones that can give me that potential for 120 so that it can pull the rest of them along. Then what I went and did was take those that she says are going to give me 25 or better. And I said, okay, how much do I have in each one of them? And if the base or bull case comes through, what kind of return is that going to give me? And overall, are we going to exceed 100% in 2026 if we follow this scenario? So that's, she ended up giving me, what is it, a 6-page report on this. And what I'd like to do I then took it and I gave it to another program, another AI program, and I put it into a podcast. And I'd like to share that with you. What I'm going to do is put a link in the description so that you can go and give me your email address, and then I will email you a copy of both this 6-page document that goes through every stock and every detail. And then I'll also put a link to the podcast. So not only you can read it and digest the numbers, but also you can listen to it and come with, some people hear better than they read. I'm happy to announce I'm one of those people. But I think this is so meaningful, not so much that it'll give you a leg up on how to invest, but I want you to understand the power of AI. How I went in and asked Samantha, my AI agent, I put together about a page prompt that says, this is what I think is happening. These are the stocks, and I gave her 27 stocks that I think will be affected the most. And then I also put in there, are there any that I missed? And you'll see in here, she brings those up too that I did not consider. And again, why am I willing to give this to you when it costs me money? Because I got to pay for AI, I got to pay for the sources for accessing the data, and then I got to pay people to help me do this. I figure it cost me about 20 grand a month to put all this together. But again, I made $1 million last year, so it's not breaking me. Nita and I are doing okay. We're still going to go on a cruise next month. So with that in mind, I want you to see firsthand, written out, listen to the power of AI. Because if you don't get connected to this, you are going to kick yourself in the ass 3 years from now and say, why the hell didn't I invest $60 a month so that I could participate in this? Because folks, there's only a couple of ways you can really get wealthy in this world. And one is to get an education that sets you aside from everybody else and puts you in a position to become an entrepreneur and build a company like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, or Meta. The other way is to accumulate enough money that you can invest in the next Amazon, Google, Apple, Meta, NVIDIA, so that you can recognize them while they're still infants before they hit their maturity and explode in price. If you can do that, you can become wealthy. Because the fact is, the power of compounding, and it's happening to me where I'll see on days where my portfolio is up 6-8% in a day. And if you've got $1 million, that's 80 grand you're making that day. If you can put a bunch of those together, and AI gives you the ability to do that. But you've got to know the right questions to ask. You've got to know what a growth company looks like when it's an infant. It's just like, I watched the Super Bowl, and one of the quarterbacks did quite well, the other one did not well, but both of them were outstanding. And I thought, what did they look like in grammar school? When they first got involved in sports, what did they look like in junior high school, high school? What did they look like in college? And if you can take that template, you can find the next one. The data's out there. You just got to know where to access it and what questions to ask. Who's the fifth grader that's 6 foot tall, muscular? You know what I'm saying. The data's there. And the beauty of it, there is no entity that you can access more data on than U.S. stocks. they got to play by the rules. They got to submit their income statements, their balance sheets, their cash flow statements. Hell, they have to, every time an executive buys or sells a share of stock, they got to report it. There is nowhere, no item that more data is available than the stock market. So if you know the right questions to ask, you can predict what the price of that stock's going to be a year from now, 2, 3 years from now, and then come back every 90 days and update it. And you too can do what I did. And that was invest $668,000 on May the 1st of 2025 and turn it into 1.5 million on February the 1st of 2026. You too can do that. Over 100% gain. Just because I know the questions to ask and I know where to get the data. If you don't get involved in this, shame on you.